Hi everybody, excuse how crappy I look today. I wanted to do this little haul, just kind of having a virtually no makeup day, just kind of put some basics on just to film so I don't scare you all. But I did have some things that I wanted to show you, so I thought I would just get it over with. Which doesn't sound quite right, but there you go. Yeah, so I've been doing a little bit of shopping, not too much, and I just wanted to share because I don't want things to keep building up and then having to do a really huge haul, because I really just, I know it sounds stupid, but I feel guilty using things like when I haven't shown you them. Now I do have a Macnificent Me Haul coming up and a little bit of a rant in that one, and then I also have the new Sigma Nightlife haul, which is just 2 items from the collection, but I want to do a separate haul on those. I also have a Colourpop haul, which I'm also going to do separate because there's quite a bit in it and I'm going to do swatches and stuff in that video, so I'll do that one separate. But I just thought I'd show you these few bits and pieces that I think are quite exciting and some new things that have just been released, so I wanted to share. Now, we'll start with something that's quite old, and it is the MAC Disney Maleficent quad. Now, I love Maleficent, she's my favourite villain, I think she's amazing, and I ordered something else. Okay, so I ordered this from eBay and it's from America, and I didn't order this, I ordered another palette, and I got a really amazing deal on it. And I was so excited, and then the package arrived and this was in. Now I don't have this, so I kind of emailed and said, look, this is the wrong thing, it's a huge hassle to send things back. Can we just do a deal on the other item and I'll just pay for the other item? And the dealer has been absolutely amazing, messages backwards and forwards, and basically we've done a really amazing deal on the other one, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, I don't have 3 of the colours in this palette. And I did want it at the time, but I kind of just had other things that I was buying and I couldn't really afford it. So I'm really excited. It's got Gold Mine, I think that's Ground Brown, Carbon and Concrete. And I've wanted Ground Brown and Concrete for quite some time. I'm not hugely into these yellow golds, but I have had Gold Mine before and it is actually quite nice. And Carbon is Carbon, it's a black. So yeah, I'm excited actually. When I arrived it was like, so excited to see what's in, and then I was like, oh, and I was like, that's quite exciting actually. So yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. And I do love Maleficent and I did regret not getting that at the time. So now I have it. I'm excited. So that's that. That was my eBay item. Then I have a little thing from Sephora to show you. I don't know where I've put the box, which is quite aha! Okay, so this is the box. So this was actually a little thing, a points perk from Sephora. If you've seen my Get Ready With Me that I recently did with the Naked 2, which was inspired by that girl Shay, EXO, I actually showed something in that video, and a Sephora order basically had arrived and it was a Christmas present for me and I wasn't allowed to open it. It has been opened and checked and nothing is damaged, though Tony did want to do some swatches. She was like, oh! And Annika was like, no, this is a Christmas present. And yeah, she wouldn't have swatched it because it's for Christmas, but she was excited about it. So that was the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca palette, which is just, oh, I love Kat Von D shadows. They are amazing. I have like the 2 butterfly palettes, Metamorphosis and Chrysalis. And then I have Interstellar, I'm looking up there, and I have the Shade and Light Eye and the Shade and Light Contour. And I just love Kat Von D palettes. I think the quality is amazing, so pigmented, blends so beautifully. I do possibly want to invest in some metal shadows later on, but I've got so much. I'm kind of trying to buy for Christmas around this time. I start buying like mid-year, so I'm kind of buying gifts for Christmas at the moment, and it's my daughter's 16th, so just got a present for her for her 16th, which I've got a bigger present this year because she's 16. So I've had quite a bit outgoing and lots of exciting new things coming out, so I've been selling some stuff in order to buy stuff, which I know some people are like, oh, I couldn't do that, or I wouldn't want to do that. But for me, if I've got things in my collection that I've bought and then I've not really gone on to use, then I'm happy to sell them on. And I also have sold some clothing, and I've got some Superman shoes to go up on there. What brand are they? Converse Supermans that yeah, got for Alec, and he put them on for about 10 minutes and I was like, no, they're too tight. But he'd been outside, so I couldn't send them back, so I've got those. And just anyway, you don't want to know what I'm selling things to pay for things, because they've got the MAC Christmas collections coming out, which I'm going to want to buy some stuff from. But I know that Alec wants me to note down a couple of things for him to buy, but he's also going to get me the Vice 4, because he got me the Vice 3 last year, because he knows that I like the Vice palette for Christmas. And yeah, so he's already said he's going to get that. And the Mi Vida Loca was from him, but then they've decided between them, and Tony's kind of given the money, and she's bought the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca for me, which is lovely. And I don't like to know everything I've got for Christmas, because you're going to think, well, you just order everything for Christmas. I don't. I just make a list of the things that I would like. But the things that I would really like, then I do make a huge point of saying, look, you really need to get those like as soon as they come out, because, you know, you need to know that you've got them. Everything else, I just kind of do a list of things that I'm interested in, or he kind of takes notice of things that I've like, perfumes and things that I've had a smell of, or, you know, things, stuff like that. And yes, anyway, I'm not one of those people who like has a list of demands for Christmas, but you know, Alec will like say, just write down some things that you like, because I don't want to get, you know, sometimes he doesn't have a clue. So he's very good, but sometimes he just likes, you know, a bit of guidance, so he knows he's getting a couple of things that I really have my eye on. So the Spectrum palette is coming out. I did a blog post on the Spectrum palette. I will link that information bar below. It's just basically telling you what colours in that palette have been re-promoted and from which palettes they originally came from, and just in case you're interested. I probably am still going to get it because I'm an Urban Decay collector. Yeah, so I'm probably still going to get that, and I'm interested in one of the new waterline liners. I just want to get the black one kind of to start out with, just to see what it's like. So I don't know if they've got anything else in the pipeline, but I know that I'm interested in the Too Faced blush palette that they're going to do, which is basically the new ones that are in the heart shape thing, because I'm dying for those, but I just haven't been able to afford them. So many collections coming out. Too many makeup brands. Anyway, I'm waffling. Anyway, we ordered the Sephora thing because he didn't want to set up an account in his name, and I actually wanted to get something for using my points. I was like, well, I know what you're getting, there's no harm in it, just order it from my account and we'll sort it out. So I wanted to get this. Long story short, so yes, so I got this, and I got another item which I'll show you in a second, but this was 250 points, and I want to say it was about 1,170 points. I think that was roughly what I had. And I was like, I've never seen anything that really caught my eye, but I really wanted to try I can't talk. I wanted to try a Bite Beauty lipstick. And I love red lipstick, so when I saw this one, I actually wanted to get the pink one, but there was nothing I wanted to order at the time, and I was like, well, I can't just order a points perk. You'd have to pay delivery and stuff. So, very pretty. Yes. And I wanted to try a Bite lipstick because I want to try one for the longest time. Now in this pack you do get this little mirror, which I didn't realise. Little beauty mirror. I like it, but Tony's claimed it. She was like, oh, I love that, I can do my brows with that. Oh, please can I have it? And I was like, oh, go on then. So that is claimed by Tony. I actually had to go and recover it from her room. And then this is the lipstick. I'm about to look insane with my little thing, but now I can actually read the bottoms of lipsticks. It's called Mimosa, and it's a luminous cream. And it's so teeny. I'm so in love with this little lipstick. That's what it looks like. It's really pretty. I haven't even swatched it yet, so let me swatch it. Oh, oh my goodness, it's so creamy. Right, so yes, that's a very, very beautiful little lipstick. I just wanted to try the quality because I did want to maybe try a couple of Bite lipsticks, but quite pricey, and then if I get them shipped over here, it's a huge pain of them returning them, so I kind of just wanted to maybe get a little freebie. I missed out on the pink one, and the pink one looked amazing, but this red is very much my thing. It's a very classic red, so I'm excited about that. And then you do get the lip gloss as well. The lip gloss is in Mimosa as well. This is probably a great size for me. I wish they sold lip glosses in this size because I never use a full one, or rarely do. I think I've only ever done that twice. So it's got one of those funny little stepped applicators. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh really? That smell. Oh. Anybody else who has Bite lipstick? What a smell. So gorgeous. Uh-oh. There's a huge fly that's going to drive Ripley insane. So that's the gloss. Excuse me, you could wear the gloss on its own. How pigmented, but that's such a beautiful bright red. And it's a true red. I don't know, it might be coming off a bit orange with the lights. But it's a true red and it's truly beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited to wear that combination. So I'm very excited about that, and now that I've shown you, I can wear it. So yes, we'll see how that goes. So that's that. And the other thing that I got from Sephora was a contour powder. I think these have been quite new, although this is a range that they've had for some time. So this is the Long Lasting Contour Blush in number 26 and it's called Tranquil. And I can't remember who hauled this, but somebody did, and they were going on about how amazing this is for pale girls. How beautiful is that? If you're really, really pale, when you put like a really orange toned contour on, it just looks ridiculous. Like an orange stripe on your face. Because it's meant to look like a shadow, like a hollow of your cheek. And on a medium and darker skin tone, an orange tone would be perfectly fine because you already have those darker tones on your skin and it will look more natural. On a very fair girl, just an orange stripe on your face would just look ridiculous. So this being very cool toned will definitely have that effect that is desired. And I didn't swatch it properly. I've been, you know what I did? I used this the other day and I've been using it. And I've been using one side so I didn't like disturb that little Sephora sort of logo thing in the middle. But I wanted to use it. And that's it there. Very pigmented, very impressed with it. Blends beautifully, but it is so cool toned. It is the perfect shadow shade. So I am super thrilled with this. I'm very excited about that. And like I said, I have been using it. I love the finished results with that. So I got that. And then I got some Barry M polishes. Now I posted a picture of the green one, which is Black Pistachio, on my Instagram page. Now these are brand new. These are the Barry M Black range in their jelly polishes. Do they only do jelly polishes now? I think they do. Oh, that's what their line is called. But I saw these and it was spend £7 on Barry M, get a free mascara. And I went into store to get these because they didn't have them online. I don't know if they have now, but they didn't at the time. I went in at store and I paid for two, got my free mascara, and then paid for the other two separate. I think she looked at us like I was a bit mental. I was like, can I pay for these two separately, please? Because why not? If you're going to buy four and spend, you know, they're £8 for two because they're £3.99 each. If you're going to spend £16 on nail polish, then why shouldn't you get two free items? It says if you spend £7. So that's what I did, which is sneaky and naughty, and I don't care. So I love black polish. Okay, let me start. Let me explain slightly. Tony said this to me the other day, and she's so right, and it was really funny. But Alex said something about my nail polish on my toes. I was like, oh, I need to paint my toenails, and I need to get another black polish, because the only polish, I'll be absolutely honest, I've ever run out in my life is black nail polish. I just go through bottles of this stuff because I only ever paint my toenails black. I've only ever painted my toenails black for as long as I can remember because I really like black toenails. I just like the look of it. I don't know why. Tony said to me, she says, you've never, because Alec was like, oh, you painted them red before, and Tony was like, no, Mum's never had any other colour toenails than black. She says, I only ever remember my mum's toenails ever being black, and she's right. So when I saw this black collection, I was like, oh yes, because I love those really dark colours, but I want them to be so dark that you kind of have to look at it again to see the colour, and that's what these are, so it's really super exciting. So I got all four, there's four in the range, because it was, as I said, like you bought two and then you got a free mascara, which I'll show you in a second. Right, this one is Black Currant, and I'm showing you, but I don't know how, you know, great that's going to be on camera. Why are you sitting there? This dog is insane. Okay. So Black Currant, which is the purple black. I don't even know if that's going to help you any. I'll do a nail swatch. Right, so I'll do one coat because I do feel like at least two of these do need more than one coat. I'm not giving you the finger. It's the wrong finger, but when I bit my middle finger, I'm not giving you the finger. So that one is Black Currant. Sorry if there's any kind of dodgy paint job there because I've just kind of hurried that on. But that's not too bad. It actually turns out it's quite a vampy sort of colour. I would put a second coat on there though, so we'll go back to that one. The next one, which is so beautiful, this one is called Black Cherry. And I think you can see that one better. Does have that sort of red tone to it. This is one that definitely needs two coats, although some people might like the one coat. Because when you put it on first, it does come out like sort of when you squish, if you were to squish cherries, that would be the kind of colour that you would get out. Very, very beautiful red. Then the next colour, which is the one I showed on my Instagram, is Black Pistachio, which is the green, which definitely shows up, that one. That is the green one. Again, you could wear this just one coat and be quite happy, but I like the 2-coat because it does give that more black to it. And then the last one is Black Grape, which is blue. This is my favourite, definitely. Hopefully you can see that, and I will swatch that one. Dinged a bit on that one, but that's that one. Okay, so with 2nd coats on, that one is Black Grape, that one is Black Cherry, that is Black Pistachio, that one is Black Grape. They're really gorgeous. I really do love like a really dark vampy nail. I like a dark, I'm not one of these girls, just I see people hauling like, oh, I can get my fall colours out now, I can get my spring colours out, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I guess I'm just not that kind of girl who needs to, sorry, bra strap. I'm not the kind of girl who has to only wear certain colours at certain times of the year. I will wear whatever colour I want on the day that I want, if that's what I want to wear. And I've always really loved like really nice dark nails. Just, yeah, I just think that they look really quite nice. So I'm excited because now I can paint my toenails black but with a hint of colour, and I can have nail colours like that as well. So yeah, I think they're really nice. Like I said, $3.99 each, and you do get a free mascara. The mascara feels really heavy. It feels like it's metal. And I haven't opened it yet, so I can't show you the one, but I promise I will in a future video. But this is the Showgirl Extra Lengthening Black Mascara. I love the packaging. So I got 2 of those, and I've not had a Barry M mascara before, I don't think. So I'm quite excited to try it. So yeah, lovely packaging. So yeah, excited. And it's free, even more exciting. And then the last thing to show you are some new Sugarpill items. So a new palette launched, and it is the 25th anniversary of Edward Scissorhands, and Sugarpill have done an Edward Scissorhands palette. But the first thing I'm going to show you is a nail varnish, which I was like, when I first opened it, I was expecting it to be a light baby pink, and it's more of a peach. And then I was like, yeah, but I like it. And then I put it on my nail and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And it is a Sugarpill nail varnish, which I've not had before. This one's in the shade Angel Cake, comes in its own little box. And that's the packaging. Now it says it's from some collection, I think. Right, so this says it's the Heavenly Creatures collection. And it's so difficult to find a patch on this bottle where you can actually see the colour. But it's this sort of baby peach, and it's got like sort of magenta and blue and ivory sort of little sparkles and little particles in there. And I do have it on. That's it there. And as soon as I put it on, because I was like $8.95, but then I was like, wow, this is so beautiful. So I'm really excited about that. So yes, love that nail polish. I'm really excited. And there's another one that I want to try as well, which was a sort of turquoise blue one. But I know turquoise blue would and aqua colours would normally be the first thing I would reach for, but I just kind of was like, you know what, I'm going to get a neutral one, because I just think that that very nude nail sometimes just looks really quite nice. I know I've just said I love black nails and dark nails, but sometimes I like a little bit of a nude nail. And I think that if you did, like, say, your index finger in the nude and then all really dark ones, I think that would look really quite nice. So yeah, I'm going to keep that anyway. See how it goes. Really like it. And then I've got the palette to show you, but I'm just going to investigate what my dogs are being so noisy about. Okay, they've stopped as soon as I stood up. So this is the palette. I'm so excited. I really love the film Edward Scissorhands. I'd never actually seen the film until Alec introduced me to it. He actually got the DVD for me and he was like, I really enjoyed this. And Alec is not one of those people who sees movies. Since he moved here, he's seen so many, because it's like, have you seen this, Alec? No, and we're like, no, it's a classic, you need to see it. So he's seen a lot of films since he's actually moved here. But Edward Scissorhands is one that he brought to me because it's something, I guess, that I never really was that attracted to. But I'm glad that I've seen it now, because, you know, I really enjoyed it and I quite like that kind of dark gothic sort of film anyway. So that's what the palette looks like. Oh, this is, it does look like that, but this is like a sleeve, and then it's got the colours on the back. The palette is exactly the same as the sleeve, but it's nice to have the outer packaging. So that's the palette, and it's just basically got all these sort of, it's got the castle, and then it's got all the hedges. They're all shaped. They've been cut into different shapes. It's really gorgeous. And then it's got a mirror on the inside. It's just magnetised. It's got a nice mirror. And then these are the colours. It's really unusual, to be fair. I mean, it's got... Apparently this shade here is an eyeshadow, but it can also be used as a blush. And the colours in this palette, I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read them. So, you've got Home Sweet Home, Ice Angel, The Inventor, Suburbia, Heart-Shaped Cookie, Castle on the Hill. So you've got a really nice gunmetal, a really nice dark brown. You've got this iridescent white that has a shift of blue. Then you've got this peach shade, which is apparently really great for the crease. Then you've got a soft baby blue, and you've got a bright coral, which apparently they've said is also a double for a blush. So I'm going to do some swatches of that on the back of my hand so you can see what the colours look like, and I will be right back. Okay, so here are the swatches. They are so incredibly pigmented and so incredibly beautiful. Guys, I am so excited about this palette. The top row is just beyond insane. So you've got Home Sweet Home, which is a beautiful soft blue. They're all very pigmented. Then this Ice Angel is gorgeous. I don't even think you'll see it as amazing on camera. But it's white, but it's got that blue shift on top and it's stunning. And then you've got the Inventor, which is a beautiful gunmetal, very deep. It's the deepest gunmetal I've got. It almost has a blue tone to it. A little bit of fallout with that one, but nothing too bad. Then you have got Suburbia, which is this beautiful coral, and I would definitely wear that as a blush, but I think it's nice on the eyes as well. Heart-Shaped Cookie, which you'll barely see. Can you see it? It will be a nice little sort of transition colour into the crease. It's almost my skin tone, but you can just see it there. It's a very pretty soft peach. And the last one is this one, which I had a few problems swatching because it was upside down. But that one's Castle on the Hill. Let me see if I can do a better swatch of that one though. Okay, so that's Castle on the Hill, which is a beautiful, very dark brown. It's almost got like a reddish tone to it, like a reddish black. It's very deep. But those are very beautiful and I'm very excited. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't normally buy a Sugarpill palette, to be honest. I've always bought singles, but I just love the packaging for one. It was £25 or $25.95, so it wasn't cheap, but the packaging is just so beautiful. I really, really loved it, and I like the film, and I just thought the colours were really quite unique, and I like the idea of having a blush in there also. But those four colours just instantly spoke to me, and Sugarpill shadows, you just can't beat the pigmentation of these. They're so beautiful. So I'm very excited to share that with you. So I will definitely do a look using that at some point coming up. I also got this at B&M for £3.99.
I've got Terry's Chocolate Orange for £1. Just saying.
Just saying. So this was £3.99 and it is a makeup organiser. And it's really, really big. And I've got it over there, so I'll put a little bit of footage in now just to show you what I've got in it, because over there I had a little basket with stuff in, which is kind of stuff that I'm wanting to try out. It's come in boxes, or that I'm currently trying and using, and some of my favourite products. And it was kind of like bursting out the sides of the box and all over the place, and it just looks so much tidier now. So I'm going to put some footage of that in now so you can see what that looks like. But £3.99, huge bargain. Apparently also my lovely friend Angela, who was the Quirky Fox here on YouTube, she actually got this at Home Bargains. So so this is not just available at B&M stores, it's also available at Home Bargains, which is great. So this is what it looks like. Kind of difficult to show because it is clear plastic. But in here we have got, along the front, I've just got some different perfumes. I've got a lip scrub, and that's a little hair oil, little perfume samples, small perfume, just perfumes basically, and little samples of oils just along here. And then in this square section here I've got my number 7 hair protecting spritz, which I absolutely love, my Estee Lauder makeup remover, which is amazing and smells gorgeous. This is Tony Moly Moist Mist. I got that in a Mimi box, which sadly does not ship to the UK anymore, which is devastating because I used to love it. My Curious Fragrance Mist. My Angelique Water Spray from L'Occitane. And I use that, that's expensive, so I use the Evian as well, which is cheaper. Behind there you have some smaller compartments. In this side I've just got some like little sachet samples things here. I got a perfume sample from Sephora with my order, which was the Clean Warm Cotton, and it's the most amazing perfume ever, so I'm going to order that at some point. And then these are just 4 little square things back here. I've got a comb, that's a MAC body oil, some nail stuff and eye things. Then here where you would put palettes, I've got smaller things. So I've got my L'Occitane Divine lotion, that was from a beauty box. Mainly beauty box items here, my Nux oil, my Mono face mist, sun cream and a lip balm. And then this one is a bit deeper. I've got some Me products in here, and I've got this sort of, is that, that's a hand sanitizing spray rather than a lotion. And then these are just different serums and things. I've got my Got To Be oil spray, the Oilicious, which I love. I've got a Scissorhands serum spray, and then I've got my Ojon hair oil in there as well. And then in the back behind those I've got my 3 body sort of sprays from the Body Shop. I've got strawberry, satsuma and coconut, and then I've got the Orange Gasm, which is just gorgeous. And that's everything that's in there. And then I've got my Zoella thing there. But it just looks so much better because it's all organised. And yeah, it looks a lot better. I know it is still cluttered, but I like to have my products out where I can see them and use them. So that's really great. So there you go. I also got another one of these from IKEA. Do you remember I showed you pictures before with these hanging on the front? The little ones tend to slip under the bottom part of the top tray, so I got another one of these, and I've got palettes in the bottom now, and then 2 tubs of brushes. They're the Real Techniques ones. And then in the top, the paint pots from B&M, paint pots, plant pots, and I've got in, these are all Neve Cosmetics face brushes and Sigma face brushes, all Sigma eye brushes in the middle, and then these are Zoeva brushes, face brushes. And had a bit of a reorganise on the top as well. And yeah, I like how it looks. It's a bit more organised. Look, trouble, Ripley. Are you being troublesome? Mummy's trying to make a video. Ripley. Okay, thank you. And that's it basically. I think the only other two things I've got are the Brook Candy ones. I didn't think this was going to launch in the UK, so I just basically bought these from MAC in America. There are 2 lipsticks, Mind Control and Which, which is witch as in like which one, and witch as in cauldron witch. And this one arrived a little smooshed at the end. But it's a very, very, very blackened sort of purple colour. But I'll do a swatch of this. It's even darker than Smoked Purple, and it's so beautiful. It's this very intense blackberry shade, which I have nothing like, and I'm really excited about that. So that's gorgeous. And then the other one is Mind Control. And you know, I'm all about these beautiful bright red shades. So I had to have that one as well. And that's that one there. Which, that one is just so stunning. It's very similar to Maria Moretti, if I'm honest. But I don't care, because I love wearing red. I didn't tell you the finish, actually. So those are both amplified creams. And they came in special packaging, which I have. And on the sleeve, you've got like, it's one picture, but that's one part of it. And then it says Brook Candy. And then that's the bottom of the image. So the packaging's very interesting, and apparently there's a December release in the Brook Candy range. So I'm kind of interested to see what that'll be. Obviously, if I do get anything, I'll have to order it from the US and get it to my American mailbox, because that's not going to come out over here. I kind of thought, do I wait and see if it does? But then I just thought, we don't even know who Brook Candy is over here. I don't even know who she is. I just really like the colours. The colours in the collection really spoke to me, because I love those very vampy purples. And I knew that was going to be darker than Smoked Purple. And that excites me, because I love those dark vampy purples. And you know I love my reds. So I got it, because I love the colours. And, you know, that's what it is for me at the end of the day. it's nice to have things from different collections, but it's really nice just sometimes just to get the colours that you want. So when they bring out the next collection, I'll have a look and see what they've got, and I'll order it, because I don't think that'll come out over here, as I said. The other one that really bothers me, because I'll have to ship it and I worry about it getting damaged, and then the mess of returns and stuff, but I'm really excited. Okay, my camera cut out. Yeah, the Selena collection, which launches next year, which I think people have been on to Mac about for the longest time. There's definitely going to be red lipstick in there. Definitely, because Selena wore red lipstick. But I'm very, very excited about that collection, and that will definitely, I think, not hit the UK, because she wasn't popular over here. And if you don't know who Selena is, the only reason I know who Selena is, and the only reason I've come across her music, is because I saw a film that Jennifer Lopez did very early in her career called Selena. And Selena was a singer who basically, her accountant, her financial person, ripped her off. And when she went and confronted her about it, she shot her and killed her. And it's the whole story of like her rise to fame and then what happened. And yeah, it's a really sad story. Jennifer Lopez is amazing in that movie. I love that film, and some of the songs in that, I just went on to download those songs because I fell in love. And Selena had such a beautiful voice, and she was such a beautiful, vibrant person. So I'm excited to see that collection come out. But like I said, unfortunately, that will not launch in the UK, I don't believe, because I don't think that she is, like, she was a Latin American singer. I just don't think we'll get it, which is sad, because I don't know, more people should know about Selena, in my opinion, because I love her music. And yeah, it's a huge shame. She was, you know, gone before a time. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but anyway. Yes, so that'll be coming out. Yeah, it's a bummer when things don't come out in other places, to be honest. Because sometimes it's not about the collection, it's about the colours. It's like, I really wanted to get like stuff from Hot Dogs, because you know what a dog lover I am, but there was just, the collection was just quite disappointing for me. I ended up with like 2 fluid line gel liners, and that was all I ended up with, because it was just like, well, no, this doesn't interest me. That's the way it goes sometimes, but you know. There you go. Anyway, I'm waffling. I hope you've enjoyed this haul as always. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe if you have. I'm going to love and leave you and see you all soon. Hope you have a great day wherever you are and whatever you are doing. Bye guys.